The Dynamics of a Burn in Corrections by Carl Torsbens, former deputy warden and trainer. This video is a resemblance to the television series Burn Notice. It has been modified to explain and demonstrate the effects of a burn of a correctional officer inside a corrupt prison system. The name of the place where this happens is not important, for it occurs everywhere, in systems that exist on the principle of power, greed, equaling corruption. When correctional officers are burned, they have done so to discredit their word, their reputation, or their attempts to reveal corrupt, fraudulent, or criminal activity within the workplace. The entire intent of the agency's burn notice consists of 3 stages that reveal a well-organized strategy to control the internal environment through force, fear, and silence. Correctional officers are subject to teamwork on shifts and rely on close working relationship with each other. Having your partner sick is not just an expression, it's a process at work that's required to be safe. Covering each other's back is fundamentally the only way to survive in such a predatory world as prisons and remain safe. Thus, step 1 is the warning. Step 2, the change. If the first step of alienation, ostracized feelings toward the employee does not work, step 2 is a little more intense. Step 2 involves a private meeting with those who make decisions and have the authority to rock your world in many ways. The meeting is off the record and kept within the circle of those in attendance, with deep denial that the meeting was ever held. What will happen? Shift changes occur suddenly without notice. Regular days off change without reason. Work assignments are stifled or reduced. Work assignments may also be less desirable or more dangerous. You deny promotions, incentive pay, training considerations, visibility, and opportunities. Step 3, the attack. Called into one of these private meetings, Step 3 is often the straw that broke the camel's back for many correctional officers. First, they will make false accusations that borderline in sexual harassment, criminal activity, and other made-up charges to get your attention. Then the entire group, including the major power broker, will shout obscenities and allegations at you, pointing out clearly you are at their mercy. Then the group of thugs will subject you to a point in mindset that you only have a few options left to cope with the job or keeping the job. This brainwashing attempt is usually very effective, since the power broker can make it happen unconditionally and without due process. This is the key that imposes the amount of stress where people have to make up to stay or to go. Here are their options: resist and defend in place, comply, conform, and submit, ask for an institutional transfer, although it's likely you are already denied one, resign or retire, fight back and be terminated on pseudo charges of misconduct that will hurt your employment chances on the outside. These are all documented events that have occurred by people who've fallen victim to these corrupt bosses. Tactics used: fabricated confidential information by other staff or inmates, refusing to cooperate in investigation grounds for a termination, compromising investigation to include and concur with criminal activities or conduct unbecoming a correctional officer, various allegations to heighten the stress. These are tactics that elevate the severity of the officer status. Keep in mind, every time you watch an episode of TV show Burn Notice, there's an officer burned by an administration every day of the week. Keep in mind, you must be aware of your surroundings and which path you are going to take. You can take the high road or you can take the low road, your choice. The bottom line is, corrections need good leadership and good moral characters at the helm. These examples of burning staff can be avoided with the presence of good leaders and good management practices. Encourage your work team to be ethical, open in communication, and work together, settling their difference in a most mutual and respectable manner. Credits: USA Networks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please share.